Hey folks, we're going to try another one of these historical / educational videos tonight. I hope you like it. Welcome and join me as we journey into the heart of the vast Eurasian steppe, where whispers of ancient empires dance on the wind. Close your eyes and imagine yourself nestled beneath a felt tent, the warmth of a crackling fire painting flickering shadows on the walls. Tonight we'll travel back in time to the era of the mighty Mongol Empire, its story woven from threads of resilience, unity, and the legendary figure of one man. The people of this wild land, the Mongols, were masters of the open plains. Their lives were a ballet of hooves and arrows, a symphony of clanging metals and whispered prayers to the spirits of the wind. They followed the seasons, their felt tents migrating like clouds across the horizon, seeking solace in the embrace of nature's ever-changing moods. Life on the steppe was harsh, yet beautiful. The Mongols embraced its challenges, forging their bodies and spirits into instruments of unwavering strength. Their clothes, fashioned from sturdy hides and fleece, tell tales of adaptation and resourcefulness. Their diet, a tapestry of dairy, grains, and the occasional bounty of the hunt, spoke of a people in harmony with their environment. But the Mongols were not simply a people of rugged survival. They were a complex people woven with threads of community and tradition. Women, held in high esteem, upheld the fabric of family life and wielded influence beyond the confines of the yurt. Shamans, the conduits between the earthly and the celestial, spoke in riddles of wind and lightning, their voices echoing the songs of unforeseen forces. This unique blend of resilience, mobility, and spiritual depth set the stage for the rise of a legend. His name, a thunderclap across the plains, would ignite a spark that would transform the gentle dance of the steppe into the roaring song of the largest land empire history has ever known. This man was Genghis Khan. Before we begin this journey, what exactly is a Khan? Some say the word Khan stems from a Turkic word meaning ruler or chieftain. Others believe it evolved from Mongolian, signifying a great leader. Whatever its origin, the title of Khan resonated with power, evoking images of horseback warriors and vast empires stretching across the horizon. To be a Khan was more than just wielding a sword. It was to embody a set of virtues, courage, wisdom, justice, and unwavering loyalty. Khans were not simply rulers, but guardians of their people, guiding hands leading their tribes through the perils of the steppe and the challenges of a nomadic existence. And what is a steppe? Steppe comes from the Russian word for flat, grassy plain, and that's exactly what it is. These grasslands aren't deserts, but they're definitely dry, receiving just enough rain to support a carpet of hardy grasses and wildflowers. You'll find steppes in places like Eurasia, North America, and even South America. Steppe weather is all about extremes. Hot, dry summers give way to chilly winters, with temperatures swinging wildly between the two. Imagine scorching days under a clear blue sky, followed by nights where stars glitter like diamonds on black velvet. But don't let the apparent emptiness fool you. Steppes are teeming with life. Sure, you won't find towering trees, but look closer. There are swaying grasses that ripple in the wind, colorful wildflowers that paint the landscape during spring, and a surprising variety of animals. From majestic gazelles and agile foxes to burrowing rodents and soaring hawks, the steppe is a stage for a unique ecological dance. The Mongol steppe, stretching from present-day Kazakhstan to Mongolia, was a cradle of civilization for centuries. Nomadic tribes like the Scythians, the Shanju, and later, of course, the Mongols themselves thrived in this unique ecosystem, forging cultures shaped by the rhythm of the seasons and the boundless horizons. Now, assume a comfortable position. Close your eyes if you like, because the visuals aren't necessary to the story, and travel back in time. Imagine the vast Mongolian steppe stretching under a limitless sky. In this land of wind and dreams, a legend was born. His name was not yet Genghis Khan, but Temujin, and his life was a tapestry woven with hardship and defiance. Though born of noble blood, Temujin's childhood was anything but privileged. Torn from his family, enslaved, and cast out, he knew the sting of injustice and the taste of bitter survival. Yet within him flickered a spark, a burning ambition to forge his own destiny. He gathered loyal friends, Helm, Baraku, and Shailang, men who saw the fire in his heart. Together they navigated the treacherous landscape of tribal politics, a world of blood feuds, cunning alliances, and echoes of war. Temujin, unlike the rigid aristocracy, sought strength not in lineage, but in merit. He saw the potential in men overlooked, the hidden talents in the shadows. This was the key to uniting the fractured tribes, to bring an order to the chaos. But the path to unity was riddled with thorns. Jamukha, his once friend, became his rival, clinging to the old ways, the shackles of tradition. Their clash at Dalen Balzut echoed across the steppes, a bloody tapestry woven with screams and the clang of iron. Temujin tasted defeat, the bitterness of failure clinging to his soul. Yet he was not broken. He regrouped, gathered his strength, and waited for the rain to clear, waiting for the sun to rise again on his ambition. And rise it did. Battle after battle, Temujin forged his legend. His name whispered with awe and fear. He learned from his enemies, adopted their tactics, and honed his own. The Karets, the Merkites, one by one they fell before his might. And then the murmurs became war cries. The tribes, fragmented for so long, rallied under his banner. Temujin, the unifier, the Khan of Khans, was born. Now, with this new powerful nation, Genghis could increase his military ambitions. We stand among the warriors of Genghis Khan, masters of a new form of war, crafted from iron and cunning. These were not your typical nomads, scattered and slow. No, these were riders of the storm, a whirlwind of hooves and blades forged in the fires of ambition. Their horses, agile and tireless, became extensions of themselves, thundering across the plains like dances of thunder. The heavy cavalry, clad in steel, surges forward, a living wall that cleaves through ranks. But wait, there's a gap, a hint of vulnerability. Do not be fooled, for that is the bait, the trap set with faint promises of escape. Now from the flanks the light cavalry dances in, arrows hiss through the air, finding chinks in armor, sounding defeat into ears long used to victory cries. Even the mightiest warrior flinches before the endless reign of these silent hunters. Their game is patience, a slow unraveling of the enemy's will. They harry and pester like mosquitoes buzzing in the ear of a sleeping giant. Days they will dance around you, putting doubts into your heart until your ranks crack like ice under the winter sun. But they are not mindless brutes. No, they are students of the battlefield, quick to adapt, to borrow the tools of their foes. They adopted siege engines, embraced gunpowder, their army a living entity woven with innovation. This adaptability, this ability to learn and grow, made them unstoppable. To the west of the Mongols there was the western Xia, and to the southeast there was the Xian. Genghis did not like these powerful nations next door to his empire, and he knew war was inevitable. He decided he would go to war with the weaker Xia Empire first. The first murmurs of war were raids, lightning strikes testing the western Xia's defenses. Then, in 1209, the storm broke. The Yellow River, a dragon untamed, witnessed the first clash of steel between Mongol and Xia. Cities fell like dominoes, their cries echoing through the valleys. But the heart of the Xia, the city of Yinshan, stood defiant. Its walls, a stone titan, mocked the Mongolian horde. Genghis, a master of adaptation, met this challenge. He would drown the city, not with blood, but with water, a serpent slithering around the walls. Weeks turned into months, the river straining against the earthen dam. But fate, a fickle mistress, intervened. The dam broke, unleashing a torrent that washed away not the Xia but the Mongols themselves. At this point the city was flooded and the state's crops were destroyed, with no hope of supplies. Lian Quan agreed to submit to Mongol rule. He demonstrated his loyalty by giving Genghis a daughter. With this victory, Genghis Khan set his gaze upon a new foe in the south, the mighty Jin dynasty. Greed simmered between them, the Jin dynasty feeding discord among nomadic tribes and stirring the Mongol pot. But Genghis, no mere pawn, saw through the game. War, inevitable in his ambitious eyes, began its grim dance in 1207. Raids, like songs in the wind, swept across the Xin Empire, culminating in the clash of the Yulang mountain pass. Imagine, if you will, the tension thick as mountain fog. The Jin, perched on high, waited to strike. Yet a fatal miscalculation, a messenger sent, hesitation blooming, and just like that, whispers became roars. The Mongols, alerted by a defector, unleashed a surprise attack. A crimson tide washed over the pass. North they stormed, the Jin barely an echo before the wind. Genghis, a whirlwind incarnate, swept through the cities. His general, Jeb-E, carved a path east like a scribe brush. In 1212, however, fate drew its quill, an arrow singing through the air, piercing the Khan's knee. Yet even wounded, the eagle soared. The Khitan people knelt, pledging allegiance, while Manchuria was freed from the Jin's grasp. But the capital, Zavaku, remained, a defiant jewel in the Jin crown. Armies clashed like thunder, each victory a step closer. November 1213, Zhaiyuan Pass, a gateway breached, paving the way for the North China Plain to be swept clean. By 1214, Zavaku trembled under the Mongol siege. Fear, a tangible mist, swirled around the Golden Khan's court. A flicker of hope. Surrender, a princess offered, a fragile piece cobbled together. But whispers soon became shouts again. Greed reared its head, an ambush planned, the capital abandoned. Yet fate once more played its hand, the new capital's guard defecting, a city falling without a fight. Reinforcements sent north only to be crushed like withered leaves. Zavaku once more knelt at the feet of the Mongol horde. Genghis Khan, a name that resonates with the winds of conquest, decided to set his sights on the various kingdoms of West Asia. In the east, a new empire emerged from the remnants of the Liu dynasty, led by Naman Khan, named Kukluk. The tired Mongol army, after a decade of campaigns, entrusted the leadership of 20,000 men to General Jebed. Feel the soft rustle of the parchment as Genghis, facing a smaller force, altered his strategies. A hint of intrigue filled the air as internal revolt among Kukluk's supporters brewed, sowing disloyalty that played a significant role in his ultimate defeat. The defeated Kukluk fled, hunted down by the relentless pursuit of Jave. By 1218, the Mongol Empire stretched to the far east, reaching Lake Bukhash. The next chapter unfolded as the gaze of Genghis Khan fixed upon the Khwarezmi Empire. A Muslim state, it spanned from the Caspian Sea to the Persian Gulf and south through the Arabian Sea. Genghis, ever the strategist, sought to establish trade ties with the Khwarezmi. Yet the peaceful endeavor took a dark turn when the caravan was attacked, sparking a series of events that would lead to one of the largest invasion campaigns ever planned. Picture the hushed tones as Genghis organized a formidable force of 100,000 soldiers and his most capable generals. His son, Ogodias, was appointed successor, and settlements in China were reinforced. The army crossed the Shen Mountains, dividing into 3 divisions, each with its own purpose under the watchful eye of Genghis. The campaign unfolded with precision, exploiting the flawed strategies of the Khwarezmi Empire. Despite the exhaustion of the Mongol army, they strategically overwhelmed the factions of the Shah's army, one by one. The town of Artarar fell, and Genghis, in a moment of brutal resolution, ordered the wholesale massacre of civilians. The tale unfolds further as the Khwarezmian Empire crumbles, with Genghis ordering the destruction of its remnants, leaving a chilling legacy of bloodshed. The assault on the city of Urgench stands as a testament to the brutality of the Mongol invasion, as they fought for every block, leaving a city scarred and its citizens enslaved. The journey continues with Genghis Khan's return to the Mongol steppes, splitting his forces to raid through Afghanistan, northern India, and Russia. The echoes of the Battle of Kolkar River in 1223 resonate, where Mongol forces faced the much larger Kievan forces and emerged victorious. During these years spent in Eastern Europe, the Mongols gleaned valuable insights into the forces and cultures of the region. These experiences became threads in the intricate tapestry of their knowledge, shaping their plans for future wars. Genghis summoned Subutai back to Mongolia, and Jebediah returned in 1225. The Mongol Empire expanded further, incorporating Transoceania and Persiato into the already formidable expanse. Upon their return to Mongolia, a coalition had formed against the Mongol rule, with the Jin and Western Xia joining forces. The Mongols, undeterred, believed that the campaign against the Khwarezmians would ensure their supremacy in Mongolia. A retaliatory attack swiftly followed, and Mongol forces re-established control over East Asia. However, Genghis Khan's heart was heavy with betrayal. In response, he ordered the execution of the entire imperial family, marking the end of the Tanguid lineage. At 65 years old, Genghis Khan, aware of his mortality, sought to secure the future of his empire. With wisdom and foresight, he appointed his third son, Ogedai, as his successor. In August of 1227, Genghis Khan breathed his last. The exact cause of his death remains a mystery, shrouded in tales of illness, a fall from his horse, or wounds sustained in hunting or battle. Whether it was a fall from his horse during a hunt, or an infection from an arrow during his final campaign, Genghis Khan's influence on history is undeniable. At the time of his death, the Mongol Empire, though vast, was smaller than it would eventually become. With Genghis Khan's passing, his sons assumed control, and by the death of his grandson, Kublai, in 1294, the empire had fractured into 4 separate realms. Witness the gentle dissolution as the Han Chinese Ming dynasty took control in 1368, and Russian princes claimed territories to the east. The Mongol Empire ultimately dissolved in the 14th and 15th centuries. The people of Mongolia returned to their lives on the steppes, and the once mighty empire gave way to independence in its various regions. Even today, the people of Mongolia and many Asian cultures cherish the legacy of Genghis Khan. While acknowledging the moral complexities, his military triumphs, and the foundation of the largest contiguous empire in history are remembered. I hope you enjoyed this video on Genghis Khan and the Mongol Empire and found it relaxing and perhaps educational. And I know I might not have got all the pronunciations of all the names right every single time, so if you want to leave a comment about that, just realize I'm not perfect. But I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, maybe you can hit the like button or subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, thanks for subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next video.